Hey guys, today I will be showing you the most overpowered skill in Titan Quest 2. It's called the Eye Shard. We will be focusing on this skill right here and make it as strong as we can. First thing you need to do is every time you level up, you'll be putting every point of active skill into this skill, because we need to make this strong, and also we need to unlock its modifiers. The first modifier you need to take are level 1 Torrent and level 1 Chaos at character level 2. Next, after maxing out Chaos, you need to get the homing modifier, as this is really what makes this skill OP along with Chaos. This modifier will lock onto enemies wherever they are as long as the enemy is within the shard's line of sight. The next modifier we need to take is Projectile Penetration. This modifier will allow every shard we release to penetrate an enemy 3 times, which means if the enemy is only 1, the shards will go around and hit the enemy again until the shard ran out of penetration times. Next, we're going to talk about passives. What passives do we need to take to make our shard stronger? Well, we are going to look for spell damage, cold damage, cast speed, and projectile damage. The first spell passive we need to take is the Raging Mind. This passive will give us 42% more spell damage and 16% more cast speed at level 12, which is the max level as of now. Also, we unlock the spell Rage, which gives us an additional 1% of total spell damage and cast speed per stack. As for its feats, we need to get the cast speed, then the critical chance. We don't need the ailment chance because we need is only to make our DPS high as possible. Next passive is the Storm Guidance. This passive gives us 55% more projectile damage, 44% more homing, and 44% more projectile range at level 10. As for its feats, we will be taking homing and penetration. As you can see, the shard skill is a projectile spell, so more projectile damage means more damage for the shard spell. The next is another active skill called the Cyclone. Cyclone itself has a good AoE damage, but we don't need that. Why we took this spell is because we need its buff while inside of it, and it can be found in the modifiers. First thing you need to take is the Escalation modifier, because this gives us a buff of cold damage. Every time we're inside the Cyclone for 2 seconds, we get 3 amplify buff, and an amplify buff gives us 4% more cold damage. Cyclone has a duration of 4 seconds, which means we get 6 amplify buff, which is equal to 24% more cold damage. Next modifier we will take is the Personal Storm, so we don't need to run towards a Cyclone. We just need to cast it and a Cyclone persists around us. If you want more base ailment chance, you can take the Blizzard like what I did. The next is you will get a chance to choose a secondary mastery for your character, and I recommend taking the Warfare Mastery because we need the passives here for making our shards gain more damage. The passive we will need is the second row, and it's called Marksmanship. Here we will get 55 more projectile speed and damage. Feats you will need to take is projectile damage and projectile range, so we can gain more space between us and the boss. The next passive will be the Invoker of War. This gives us more spell damage and spell rage, which gives us 1% total spell damage and cast speed per stack. Feat you will be taking is the cast speed and the spell critical chance. Lastly is our gears. What you will be looking for as a priority will be spell damage, cold damage, and cast speed as much as possible. All in all, you will burst every enemy in the game and every boss quickly. If this video helps you in game, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, as it will help me a lot. Also, comment down below what else you think is OP in the game. See you in the next one.